Welcome back to the Price of Business. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. Let's spend some time with a gentleman who's been on the program before. In fact, really recent, but I really enjoyed what he shared and wanted to elaborate a little bit more. Marty Okner is really a gentleman who's very well versed with what's happening with mid-market companies. And among various things, he's involved with a group called ACJ, acj.org. As an organization it's all over the country, but he's with the New York offices. It's the Association for Corporate Growth, and they specialize in mid-market companies. Before we talk a little bit about ACJ, or rather about our topic, which is the state of mid-market companies, Marty, let's kind of give your elevator speech and the elevator speech for ACJ.
Oh, that's great. Thanks so much. Thanks so much, Kevin. It's really an honor to be back on the show again. I really enjoyed our spot that we did a few months back and really look forward to sharing a little bit more today because we've just completed a membership survey. So ACG, the Association for Corporate Growth, is the largest association of middle market deal-making and transactional professionals in the world. With 14,500 members globally across 58 chapters. I am chairman of the New York chapter, which is the largest chapter, with about 1,100 members. And obviously, being in New York, most mergers and acquisition activity passes across our members' desks at some point, mainly among middle market transactions, which really middle market companies represent 1/3 of U.S. GDP. And it's a significant driving force in the U.S. economy. So it's really my pleasure to share that today. And my business, SHM Corporate Navigators, we are a strategic advisory firm to middle market companies in mainly consumer goods. Within that, there's several sub-verticals that we work with: apparel and accessories, cosmetics and skincare. And we work to help prepare them for sale or capital raise. So we're very close to middle market deal activity, both professionally as well as through my professional association running ACG New York.
Yeah, very good, very good. So let's talk a little bit about the state of the mid-market marketplace today. Most Americans are very familiar with large corporations. They're plastered everywhere, from their TVs to reading magazines. There's articles. It's pervasive. Meanwhile, the small business is very romantic. Many of my listeners are small business owners, and a lot of them work for large corporations as well. But they have neighbors that are small business owners. That middle market seems elusive. Where is the middle market today?
Yeah, the middle market, it's hundreds of thousands of businesses globally. Within the U.S., middle market companies employ over 44 million people. And really, private capital is the growth engine for the middle market. And, the middle market's sort of a sleeping giant because, to your point, it hasn't historically been banded together with any sort of, mass media coverage. And it's really the bread and butter of the U.S. economy, and really the bread and butter of most families in the U.S. So it's a story that's starting to get out there, and we're really pleased with that because the flow of private capital, the more awareness that people have over the importance of middle market companies and the financing of these companies, the better it is for the U.S. economy. Private capital-backed businesses. During the recession between the years 2007 and 2010, when all other companies were laying people off, these private capital middle market companies added over 2 million jobs. So it's really a significant force in the economy. It's continuing to grow. It is the growth engine of the U.S., and we're really really pleased to share that story.
How big is that footprint of the mid market companies?
In terms of geography, or in terms
of well, I'd love to hear your answer on geography out of mere curiosity. I'm not sure how you would answer that. No, I mean in terms of dollars, number of employees, some of those kind of numbers. Do you have any idea?
Yeah, sure. So mid-market companies, of the 40 million, a lot of them fall within that, 10 to $150 million range. That's typically, the more the heart of the middle market. Although we really define mid-market enterprise as those companies with 400 million in sales or enterprise value and less. I guess if you were to compute an average number of employees, it's a little bit hard to get at, but a lot of them are your heart of the middle market manufacturing companies employing a couple hundred people, and located in areas where frankly they're underserved by the larger corporations, and they're in many cases the local employer of these local towns and communities. So it's an area of the company or of the economy that is very spread out and very fragmented geographically, as well as as you stratify the different sales tiers, it's very fragmented as well, and that's probably why historically, really, it's had a very small voice, because it's never really banded together, and ACG has really assumed that role.
All right, Marty, I appreciate it very much, and we're working on doing a series of articles and also interviews on the show with mid-market companies. I'm looking forward to doing that with you as well.
Great. Well, I really look forward to that opportunity, Kevin. And if 2014 was really the year of restoration for the middle market, when investors and strategic acquirers started to deploy capital based on their new investment paradigms, 2015 is really going to be the year of vitality with more job growth. We did a membership survey, increase in deal activity, and also an increase of the awareness of the importance of middle market companies in Washington, something that we feel very passionately about to get more favorable policies to get the capital flowing. Got
to wrap it up with that. Very good comments, very good thoughts. You want to encourage the listener to check out acg.org/NYC. And if you just want to learn about ACG in general, acg.org. Thanks so much, Marty.
Thanks so much, Kevin. Pleasure to be on the show.
You bet. When we come back, more for you right here on The Price of Business.